So moving on to the ISSB, which is the International Sustainability Standards Board, let us discuss the development of their sustainability reporting standards. So in March of 2022, last year, the ISSB released its first two exposure drafts on IFRS sustainability disclosure standards, your S1 and your S2. The ISSB standards are intended to provide a comprehensive global baseline of sustainability disclosures. And these are designed to meet the information needs of investors. These were officially released on the 26th of June last month, 2023. So the information required in these sustainability standards is to really enable investors to understand that the performance of a company is closely linked to how it works with and serves as stakeholders in the community, and how it operates in society and the natural resources that it draws upon. It enables companies to explain to investors how those sustainability-related impacts, risks, and opportunities can affect a company's long-term performance and prospects. So foundationally, the ISSB has built on concepts in the Integrated Reporting Framework and SASB to describe this notion of sustainability. Now, the ISSB has jurisdictional working groups in place, including Europe, China, UK, the US, Japan, and the international securities regulators, IOSCO, as observer, to ensure that the building of a global baseline is accepted by jurisdictions and to further ensure interoperability. The ISSB has positive signals for adoption of its standards, and a global baseline has strong support for international comparability. Now, as I mentioned, on the 26th of June 2023, the ISSB were able to issue their first two sustainability disclosure standards, one on general requirements and one on climate-related risks and opportunities specifically. So let us take a quick look at them individually. Now, S1 is your general requirement standards, which really sets the framework for this global baseline of disclosures that I was talking about. It does that by proposing that companies be required to provide information on all their significant sustainability risks and opportunities when that information is necessary to assess enterprise value. And by that, we mean the information that investors need to make assessments of the value of a company's shares and net debt. So their focus is on material information being that which could reasonably affect investment decisions. In other words, the ISSB has a financial materiality approach. Now, sometimes when we talk about meeting investor needs, people think that that means the board is focused on a narrow set of information. And the ISSB has emphasized that that's not the case. So their particular scope of work includes information about the impacts of people, the planet, and the economy where that would affect enterprise value. Importantly, while the ISSB has only released specific climate-related requirements, which is in S2, which I'll touch upon shortly, in the General Requirements S1 document, the ISSB explains to companies how to meet this need to report on all significant sustainability risks and opportunities. And what S1 tells them to do is to identify what subjects to report on and the information to disclose, and to use the materials of the SASB and the Climate Disclosure Standards Board. The reason why in particular they focus on those materials, is that part of the formation of the ISSB has been consolidating with the CDSB and the Value Reporting Foundation, which brings with it the SASB standards plus other materials. So moving on to the climate-related disclosures, which is your S2 document. If a company utilizing the ISSB standards identifies climate-related risks and opportunities as a significant sustainability risk, then they turn to this climate document to look at the specific disclosures that they should provide. A lot of what is in this climate standard is intentionally built on the work that others have done, including the TCFD and SASB. And similar to the ESRS, as we can see here, the climate document asks for information arranged by governance, strategy, risk management, and metrics and targets. This has also been taken from the TCFD recommendations. So this synergy in architecture is a positive step that allows the ESRS and ISSB to contribute to creating further consistency, comparability, and reliability when it comes to your sustainability reporting.